Ayubowan, Vanakkam Namaste, and a very good day to everyone. I'm Vimuri Migoda from Sri Lanka. Today I have the honor of serving as your host on behalf of the International Association for Quality Education and the Ministry of Education, Uva Province, Sri Lanka. The International Professional Development Program for Educators is a joint educational endeavor by the International Association for Quality Education and the Ministry of Education, Uva Province, Sri Lanka, in collaboration with universities, organizations, schools, and educational leaders from around the globe. First and foremost, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Rashmi Tyagi ma'am, the Sri Lankan Education Ambassador. Before we begin today's session, we wish to acknowledge and honor her invaluable contribution to the success of this international professional development program. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our esteemed speaker for today's session, Mr. Avinash Kulkarni, Principal of Lokneet Ramset Thakur Public School, Kamathe, India. He is a CBSE master trainer, a global education leader, and a technocrat. A visionary educational leader, Mr. Kulkarni brings over 30 years of experience in CBSE affiliated schools, including 15 years as a CBSE resource person, driving transformative change in pedagogy assessment and school leadership. Recognized as a global thought leader in education, he is known for bringing innovation and inclusive, competency based learning. His expertise spans STEM education, digital learning, and teacher empowerment, with a proven track record in international collaborations, educational research, and policy dialogue. His guiding philosophy is education must evolve to nurture critical thinkers, ethical leaders, and lifelong learners. Mr. Kulkarni's work emphasizes the development of inclusive, tech-enabled learning ecosystems that prepare students for a dynamic global workforce. His research-driven approach and cross-border collaborations continue to influence policy, educational practice, and teacher development worldwide. Mr. Avinash Kulkarni sir will be conducting a lecture series on artificial intelligence integration with quality education. Today he will do a session on hands-on with Gemini. On behalf of the International Association for Quality Education, the Ministry of Education, Uva Province, Sri Lanka, and all our participants, I warmly welcome you to this session. We now invite you to begin your presentation. The floor is yours, sir.
Good evening to all participants across the globe. Today is the third session on artificial intelligence with quality education. I hope the last session we'll just recap and we'll go ahead with this session. So in the last session, we have seen yes. So in this session, we are going to check out about the recap of the last session. We are going to focus more on Gemini, a part of it as a storytelling, then different GPTs available, then James available in the Gemini, and a notebook LM is what my target just to give or introduce you to all these tools. So what I need in this is that if you are having parallel a laptop or desktop or even the mobile phone, you can open now and keep it ready. The things like Gemini, you can keep it open so that you can have parallel hands-on practice too, so that you can understand better. Though I am going to demonstrate it here and you are parallelly doing, it will be better if you do parallelly. Otherwise, you can see on the screen and then try to understand it how it works. So let us begin with the last session's recap. The last session basically focused on what is actually AI. We started the session with AI introduction. Then the last session was like, what is the market growth? So 2025, it is expected to be 6 billion market worldwide, and the growth rate per year is going to be around 47.77%. That is what AI is all about. And I have given you the idea about how many students are adopting uh, this AI. If it is taken globally, it is around 86% of the students have already adopted the AI in one or the other forms. And globally, 60% of the teacher has shown the readiness in using the AI tools. So this is a big, big market, and this is a big, big tool for everyone to use. And it is a tool which help us to make our work easier. So it is an aid for the teachers. It is not a replacement for the teachers. So different AI tools we are going to talk about. Very specific tools I am going to tell you about is something like last session's recap. It is as what are the benefits of AI in education. We are talked about robotics teachers like Iris and the Shalini and Robo Minister. These are the examples where the robotic teacher is taking part as a teacher in the classroom. Then we are just explored the types of the GPTs, but we could not get much time to explore. So I will be adding some of the features or some of the GPTs which we are going to explore today. Gemini features, in short, we are discussed, but we are going to deep into more details of Gemini and the part of it is a storytelling. So, if you see the potential of this particular tool, we are having the AI in education have a new potential. Already, as educators, we are witnessing day by day. You know that it is going to be having a personalized learning. So, as a teacher, also, I am a learner, I am a lifelong learner. So it is not taking care of only the students, but anyone who wants to learn, it is available 24 by 7 to have the personalized learning. So tailor-made contents are available, adaptive pace of learning is available. The targeted support is also can be taken from AI. So there are different varieties of tutoring, like intelligent tutoring, which will give you the feedback, concept explanation, and it is availability is 24 by 7. That is a plus at point for us. It's not restricted only to the school and classroom timing. So it is available 24 by 7. If we start using AI in the education, your administrative efficiency is going to enhance in many of the ways. Like we being a teacher, we can automate the grading system. We can schedule many of the tasks which we do generally on day-to-day basis, and we may have the different tools to arrange the resources and manage them properly. And as we know that AI is basically a data-driven system, and once we get in data, the clear picture of what is there inside the data, like we can track many of the aspects where we can improve, where there is a attention requirement, where it is a lapse, how we can make out the things better and better. It could be a curriculum optimization, it could be assessment, it could be safety and security of the child, or whatever the aspects we are keeping in the database that can be taken for data-driven insights. And the last one, which is very important, is enhanced engagement. So at present, whatever the engagement time we are having, if we try and make use of the AI tools in your regular practices, definitely the engagement time can be enhanced because of interactive tools and gamifications and virtual labs. So these are all the features which are benefiting us in the education industry, and that's the reason we need to go into deeper of this AI tool. So let us see now the different types of GPTs, which already you are knowing it. GPTs, what is the full form of GPTs on the screen? Generative pre-trained transformer. Many of us might be just using the term, but without having what is it all about. It is a generative pre-trained transformer. So it is already pre-trained. It transforms, generate, and transform. So it is named as GPT. So is a type of AI model for understanding and generating human-like text. So we are having Chat GPT is one, which is an OpenAI, Gemini and Cloud. I have taken three for the example. So already you are knowing about these. I will take you to few of them now. We might be knowing this Chat GPT interface. If you see the Chat GPT interface, how it is going to be, is it visible? Is it visible to you? I hope it is visible.
Yes,
Now,
sir, it's
when
visible.
yeah, when we open the Chat GPT, we'll be having a chat window. It is what it is called, and here we have to log in. So once you log in with your own account, it will be your own, and it is free of cost for anything which you want to go beyond the free. Then there are different versions. Like if you want to go chat GPT Go, it is supposed to be upgraded. Otherwise, whatever the normal versions are there, you can easily use it. So the interface, as usual, we have to have it like new chat, libraries, projects, search chats if you are having previous chats and all. So this is your layout, or these are all the tools available to this site. And if you see this in the chat itself, like we are using the WhatsApp, we are using so many chat engines nowadays. So simple chat, if I just click on the plus button, will be having so many things to do with this plus button. I can add my photos and ask about what is that or whatever you want to do with the photos. If you are supposed to create a photo, you can use create photo. If you are going something, a brainstorming, a thinking hat, if anything, a burning topic you want to get a thinking about, then you can do it. If you want to have something, a deep search, it means anything which you want to do as a research and you want to see the contents of uh, connected researches. That is what we can go in the deeper and deeper. It will crawl and get all the resources which are related to that research. Then we can make a study and learn. So if you are a student, like you are the teacher and you want to study something like AI or something like that, you can put here and many more. Like you can use the web searches like normal search engines, or you can use the canvas. And even we can make use of, if you are not able to type it, you can dictate it, voice command, and you can also use the voice mode for making your chat operational. So this is the interface of uh, chat GPT. You are aware of that. I will take to the second engine, that is second type of chat GPT, cloud, which is very famous, which is very much different than Gemini and chat GPT. These are all three competitors, no doubt. But cloud is very specific, and it's very good to use for many of the things, as I used long, and I found the difference. But again, there are many limitations. We have to go for upgradation and we have to make the payments for using the features. But as you see the interface of chat GPT and cloud, it is more or less same. Again, this side will be having, if you start new chat, it is new chat. uh, Whatever the charts you do before, it will be available. These are all the projects you can keep it. There are some artifacts already available. If you want to do any artifacts, you can use that predefined artifacts like these artifacts. You can create design or use the template and redesign it, all these artifacts. So I'm going with the chat, new chat. Here is again, you have to log in and your login will be here. Now see, it is having the same thing. If I click on the plus sign, you are able to upload your file which you want to use with your chat or whatever the question or the task you are having. You can take a snaps and put it here, take a screenshot or whatever the snaps you want to take it running shot. Add from GitHub. So it is a programming platform, so you can use any codes or anything. If you are having any projects, you can use those projects here also. So see the differences in the attachments, which you can see the clear difference between ChatGPT attachment and cloud attachment. This side we are not having anything like a mic system or something which we can give the voice commands. But if you see, there are different tools available here. We can use it, the style, then different types of web searches, add connectors or manage the connectors. So this is an additional feature which we could not see in the chat, but it is available here. And here, expand the thinking, like a thinking was the option given in the chat GPT, but it is something different than that. So you can extend that. And the simple chat, whatever is there, you can have it. So these are the different engines or models which you can use it. In the chat GPT also some models are there. Here also, Sonnet is famous. Opus 4.1 is paid version. We can use it for that. So this is the interface of cloud. Either you can go for chat GPT or cloud. But my session today, I am focused more on Gemini. So I will take you to the Gemini. So Gemini interface is similar to the other two, the chat GPT and cloud. It's not much differ from both of them. So if I take you to this, now here you can see to the left side, again you have to log in with your Google IDs and you just have these things on the screen. So it is new chart and explore the gems, right? Now see here down, add your files. So can you see the difference between ChatGPT, Cloud, and Gemini? What difference you'll be having now? Attach the files. Which file you want to upload? It can be uploaded from the drive too. So there are different tools now. The tools are again like deep research was there. Here also deep research is there. Create images, canvas, and guided learning. So it is more or less a chat GPT options. It's different positioning is there. So instead of in one go, we can see in the chat GPT here, different tools are there. Here we are having the microphone, which can be used for uh, voice commands, which you can give, and instead of typing, you can make use of that. Okay. So this is the interface you are familiar with. I hope everyone is okay with this type of interface. Now, suppose I want to just type anything which I want to know from the AI. So simply, it is a search engine. Like to the Google, how we are asking the question. Suppose I am writing a question like, what is uh, AI? Simple question. So you may get so many answers related to AI. And see how it works. I wanted just to tell you. It has given the definition from the Google search. Fine. And after that, key subfields of AI is being shown, examples of AI being shown, and it is giving you the options like export to the seats and all. So everything related to whatever is being searched, it is available, right? And to this side, you see that what I have given the to the search. Now this is in the recent folder. This particular search or the chart which I did with the Gemini, it is available here. Okay, so it is as simple as a normal search engine which you are using it, but add on to that search engine, it is having so many things to do. So I will be taking you to James. So let us see. I want to design something like last time I had given you the storytelling. I hope you are aware of the storytelling. I will take you to the PowerPoint. So this was the storytelling which last time we have seen. I just take you to that storytelling. Okay, my login is different, so it is not able to open it. I will just take it to the PowerPoint. Now, see what we did in the last session. Now, we have created one story that is the secret of twinkling of the star. The story was very helpful, and we tried to give you the actually audio output. It could not happen, but the tool I am going to tell you now can be used parallelly. If you are on the Gemini, you can try doing this in the parallel. So what I did is I just open Explore Gems. Under the experiment, if you see the gem manager, so we are having different titles for each gem. So I am taking the storybook. Okay, I just click on the storybook. So when I click on the storybook will be available. Fine. Now, either you can give the command here to us to create a story. So let us say I want to create a story. You can give a command, create a story for my child of age 5 on universe, or for age 5, which story you would like to. Very simple story, you can take it. Universe will be a big one. Maybe a story related to rain. Okay. So create a story of for my child of age 5 on rain. Now see, this is going to create a storybook. So it has started drafting the first draft. You can do it parallelly if you are having the access to it. So it will take bit time. I think it all depends upon the speed. So many of you might be knowing about the storytelling pedagogy. As a teacher, we are using it, and it is a very powerful tool. But many a times we are not having a proper stories, or we are thinking how to tell that stories. If I say I want to design a story pedagogy for teaching my subject like physics, a very specific on Archimedes or something, some scientist, I want to make a story, and I want to use that story in the story pedagogy. So it will take a long time for us to design a story and take them to somewhere to the level of the child. Now, what AI is supporting us is AI will be giving you the craft of everything. So you just give the idea to the AI what you want to do, and AI will do that for you. Ultimately, you have to check it how it is okay or not. So this story is now ready. I will just take this story. Let me check this audio output.
Drop landed right on Pitter's
Now
nose,
is the
then another.
Yes,
Plink
yes, he
plonk.
was.
Pitter jumped up, wondering what this strange, wet game was. Soon the plinks turned into a steady pitter-patter-patter. Pitter quickly scurried beneath the biggest, greenest dock leaf they could find. It was loud under there. Everything outside Pitter's leaf looked polished and bright. The thirsty flowers opened their faces wide, sipping up the cool, fresh drink. The air smelled brand new. Aha, perfect, croaked a cheerful voice. It was Bramble the Toad, sitting on a slick gray stone, looking happier than Pitter had ever seen him. Pitter poked their head out. It's so wet, Bramble. Doesn't it stop you from playing? Bramble laughed. A gentle, gurgly sound. No, little one. It helps the world grow. The rain washes the dust away and gives the soil a drink. It makes the world ready for splashing and playing in soft, squishy mud. Bramble winked. Pitter took a deep breath And ploosh! They jumped into the biggest, shiniest puddle. The puddle made a little watery crown around Pitter's head. "It is fun," Pitter squeaked. Slowly, the pitter-patter faded away, and the gray clouds rolled back like a curtain. Everything was clean, quiet, and shiny. Then, a beautiful rainbow arched right over the garden, just for Pitter and Bramble.
So the story is so simple, but just all of you try to understand that how easily we can create a story on any topic. This is what important part to understand from this. You can try your own stories, whichever the classes you are teaching. This is a simple example I have given you. How do we create a story? So simple. What you have to do is you have to go explore James, and already the story is there, so you can create a new story. Is it okay? Now see, in the recent chat, I am having two. I asked about what is artificial intelligence, and the day the sky cried. That is what the title of the story is given. I have given actually what was my question is create a story for my child of age 5 on rain. And the title they are selected, the AI itself is selected the title as the day the sky cried happy. Something like that is there, right? Cried happy tears. Okay, so you can decide. That is one thing. I will take you to the next part of this. Now there are different gems. What is this? What is this gem? Gems are all about. You have seen this story. It is a very good, helpful for the pedagogy to use storytelling pedagogy. As we have seen on the screen, whenever you open the gems, so here you have to explore and you have to go to the storytelling. Okay. Here is another option given here, the new gems. So if you want to create like this, there are many given for the templates. But if you want to create your own, you can use the new gem. Now, what is gems in the Gemini? Gems are the custom versions of Gemini. What does it mean? A Gemini is an AI, open AI chatbot, where you can use it for any purpose. It is generalized one for the text responses, or if you are choosing any option from the plus point, then whatever you want to do, you can do with that. If you want to create your own such customized GPT, then gems are used for that purpose. So gems are custom versions of Gemini, which gives you tailored responses. You can customize the pre-made gems, or you can create a new gems from the scratch using the instructions that you set. So you will find your gems on the site, whichever is there. Once you open, I will show that. Or you can start chatting now with the pre-made Gemini. So gems are available. If you want to use the custom, you have to create it. Otherwise, you can start chatting it. This gems creation, I'm going to give you the demo of how you're going to do that. And it is very helpful for repetitive tasks. So what are that repetitive tasks as a teacher we are doing? I just give you the idea about that. As we are the teachers and we are doing many things in designing the question paper, right? So let us just jump to the aspects of creating the question paper. So let us create something useful, that is question paper generator. I want to make use of gems which will create a question paper for me. Now, as we know that as a teacher, when we are creating a question paper, we have to discuss, or we have to know about the two terms, what is assessment and what is evaluation. Can you chat, or can you give me the reply, the difference between evaluation and assessment? Anyone? Or what is the difference between evaluation and assessment? If you are okay with, you can give in the chat the answers. Then what are the types of assessments you are doing in the school as a teacher? What is the frequency of assessment and what are the parameters of assessment? So these are some areas I want to explore from your side. So I could not get any answer for what is that assessment is. Fine. I will give you the idea about all these things. as we know that we are teaching for the purpose of what the student should learn and attain the final goal of that particular age group, or maybe of that class, of that grade. So assessment is a continuous process to analyze how the child is learning and what are the gaps in the learning, so that finally at the end you evaluate the child and grade them. So evaluation is judgmental, where you are going to judge either the child acquired those competencies at the end of the year. But when we are making the assessment, we are in the process of analyzing the learning style, learning curve, which are going to match the ultimatum which we want to do at the end. So what are the gaps? What are the reinforcements? What are the things you want to do with the child so that we can attain at the end? So evaluation is judgmental. Assessment is a continuous process of evaluating the child's progress so that we can achieve the ultimate goal. So there are different types of assessments. You might be knowing the types of assessment could be like formative assessments and summative assessment. So formative assessments are those we take it formally in many ways, like could be oral test, could be a class test, could be a project, could be a kind of quiz, all such assessments. And that summative assessments are those which will be taken at the end. Suppose I have completed half of the teaching and I want to take it, either my teaching went well after 5 months or 6 months or 3 months or 2 months, and I want to evaluate. So that will become summative because you are cumulatively doing the task over the period of 3-4 months. So it could be summative of 1, summative 2, or it could be year-end exam. So where we are going to judge. So there are two types of assessment, summative and formative. So formative frequency could be as you are suggested as per your academic plan at the beginning of the year. And as per that, we have either the formative or summative assessment frequency. And what are the parameters of the assessments we do? It could be like 3 chapters assessment I'm going to do. So the inner parameters, we say that this is the formative assessment. So I will be matching how much is the child learn in orals, how much child has scored in the projects, and how much child has scored in the pen paper test, in the class test which are conducted. So the parameters like project, then oral, and then pen paper test. So you are going to decide what are all the parameters you want to look after. Okay. Then when I design a question paper, what we generally do in the question paper? Anyone? Are the 3 on the screen? Are you agreeing with that? We generally do first the blueprint of the question paper, how we are going to set the question paper. So it is not like just asking the question paper, right? So question paper will be having something outcomes which you are going to judge, which you are going to test. So either the child is able to remember, either the child is able to understand, is the child able to apply, analyze, or evaluate or create. So that is what the Bloom's taxonomy is of 7 layers or 6 layers, I think. So we are using the Bloom's taxonomy in the picture and designing the blueprint. So whatever the number of topics you are covered under that can be taken into account, and we create a proper Bloom's taxonomy based blueprint. After that, we decide what questions to be asked to test that particular concept or that particular level. So if it is the kind of remembering question, just recalling the ideas or learn concepts. Okay, so what is it? What is that? Something like that with rote learning pattern. If it is going to be application, we'll be giving some of the areas to test the concept the child has learned, either he is able to apply to the situation, and so on. So it all depends upon the mix of the questions which you are going to use it, and which are the levels you are going to test it in that particular question paper. And obviously, what way your rubrics will be there to assess, like that is answer key. So if the question is being framed, what is the answer for that question? And if answer is going to be 3-4 sentences, so for each answer, correct answer, how much marks you are going to give, and so on and so forth. So this is a general uh, pattern. I hope in Sri Lanka also we are following, all world over we are following the same thing. Whenever we assess, we'll be having a blueprint. We are having the question paper. I'm talking about the pen paper test. So it could be in similar fashion. You can design your own test for the class or maybe a further test. So as we are having this as a framework for designing the question paper. Now, last in the first session or the second session, I had told you how do we design a prompt for the AI models. So if you are talking about any AI model, how you are going to create your query or your prompt to be given so that we can get an exact answer or exact outcome which you are looking for. So it is having 5 steps. So for first step, what are the steps for the prompt? I will take you to the prompt if you are able to recall this slide. The prompt format is in this form. First, you have to be have what task you are going to do. The second one is what is the persona. The third one is the context. The fourth one is the format. And the fifth one is the reference. So, if you frame this in this format for the question paper, I have given you some idea about. So, what is my task to design the question paper? I am going to use this task. The task is given to AI. So, I will be writing create a blueprint, question paper, and answer key in the line with Bloom's taxonomy to assess the student's learning outcome of specific topic, subject as per the type of assessment mentioned. So I am going to mention the assessment. The prompt is saying that you have to create a blueprint, question paper, and answer key in the line of blueprint. So my task is clear. My task is to create the question paper. But what is the form? In the consideration of blueprint and all these things. What is the persona? The task is this to complete. Then what is the persona? Who is going to set the paper? The paper is being set by the paper setter. So I am giving the task to my AI saying that now you are the paper setter and you are the subject teacher who is going to assess the learning outcomes in the formative and summative format as applicable. So if it is a formative test, you are going to design a paper being you are the subject teacher and paper setter of that particular subject in the formative way, or you are going to design a question paper in the summative way. So the persona says that what task you are going to do in which particular designation. So designation is your person. So the person is a paper setter and a subject teacher. Okay. Then what is the context? My context is to create a formative test. It is a sample I have given you, which we are following here in India for particularly CBSE schools. My formative test is having a maximum marks 40. The time duration to complete the paper is of 2 hours. The minimum passing percentage for child to score is 33%. For summative assessment, as per the CBSE pattern, the maximum marks are 80. For grade 9 and 10, we are talking about. The time duration is 3 hours. The minimum passing marks is 33. And these topics are supposed to be in the sync with the textbook which we are referring to is NCERT textbook of specific subject. So if I given the specific subject like science, social science, English or any subject. So it is an NCERT textbook of specific subject to be followed for preparing the question paper. Then what is the format of designing my question paper? Every question paper, if it is a formative kind, will be having a school name, will be having a type of test, will be having a date on which the test is going to be there, will be having a duration, and will be having some general instructions at the top. And then the question will be there. So we can add on the question and whatever the things you are using in the format, you can specify under the format. And the last one, which is a reference. Now, which type of references we are going to use for this? As it is very specific to my subject or my case, as a CBSE sample paper I am giving, and it could be like CBSE board papers. So this is the format I am going to use, and I am going to create a question paper for you using my gem. So let us jump into that. I am taking you to the Explore gem. I came to the Gemini. I went to the gems and Explore gems. Now I am going to create my new gem. What is that gem name? I am going to create a gem name as my question paper creator. So I am going to use it for my own purpose, my assistant. Okay. So question paper generator. This is the name I am giving you, right? Now, what are the instructions I should give to this generator? Now, for this purpose, I will use this prompt. This has been typed for you, so to save the time. So I designed task, create a blueprint. I just copy and paste these things in my chart. So here, what are the instructions I am giving? I am asking him to create these things. See, just I typed it, I copied and pasted it here. So my task is to create a blueprint. I just shown you on the PowerPoint. The same text is here available, right? Now here, we can, here the star mark is there. Use the Gemini to rewrite the instructions. If you have missed something, the Gemini will add it here. So if you just click it, it will redefine, redesign in the format which the Gemini will entertain or make it more precise. So it is just doing it the same thing. So no much changes. See, it is remaining same. Only the format bit changed maybe. If I take you to the topic remains same. Create a blueprint, question paper, and answer key in the line with the Bloom's taxonomy to assess it. Now, this all formats as a prompt we are giving to the AI. Okay, that's clear. Then I will say save it. I am saving it. Now your gem is ready. Now see, we are having question paper generator, and this is question paper generator. What I do is now, I am going to create a question paper. I will ask create a question paper. Create a question paper for grade 10 science of formative type. Okay. So create a question paper for grade 10 science of formative type. Now, on which chapter I want to do. If I am going to have the formative, so you can define which are the chapters. On the chapter, I want very specific to the light chapter from the physics of maybe don't do that. I'll just show you that of light. So I have simply written create a question paper for grade 10 science of formative type on the chapter light. Okay, I just enter. So this is started creating a question paper now. Say this question paper is ready for you. Now see the blueprint. I never mentioned the blueprint in the prompt. It has ready with the blueprint. Now in the blueprint, everything is clear. How many marks of the question paper, what is the percentage of Bloom's taxonomy. I will take you to the all parts of this question paper. Okay. So the question paper is ready. There are different sections, there are different case studies and answer key. So with the picture and answer key and everything. Okay. Now the paper is ready. I will just export it to Docs. So Google Doc, I will be using this. It will export to my Docs. I will open that document now for you. Now here the clear picture you can see. So the question paper, blueprint and answer key. This has been given. Now blueprint is here. So type of question, MCQ type, marks per question 1, number of questions are 5, total marks are 5. What is the level of Bloom's taxonomy? Remembering and understanding. So almost on remembering and understanding it has made it. And what is the total marks? I have not mentioned the total marks. From where it has taken 40 is what we have prompted it earlier and the gem which you have created. From that it is extracted everything. So we are just simply given the command to create a question paper. Now topic and cognitive level distribution also given, which is not been asked. So, but it has given what is the level of distribution and then the question paper. Now this you can directly take it on your doc and take it the printout with little bit formatting, but ultimately you have to go through each and everything. So I have given the title for my question paper like the school's name and the type of the test formative. The subject is science. The topic taken as light. The grade is 10. Maximum marks are 40. The date on which it is been created, it has written because I have not given the date. So on its own, it has taken this date and duration I have given in that. So it has taken 2 hours. Okay. Then general instructions, I am not given in any general instructions, but it has taken on its own. All questions are compulsory. Draw neat diagrams wherever necessary. Use of calculator is not permitted because it has taken the reference from the CBSE, which I referred in the reference section. So here is the question paper, 1 mark each. Then all these things. Okay. So your question paper is ready within a second, and with the answer key, everything is available for you to refer. So before taking the printout, you can make use of this format for creating. Now, I will show you the another way to do the same thing. I just take you to Gemini and see, I am writing the same command here, like what was given in this. I have given the command or the prompt which I have given is something. This was the command, right? I just copy this command. Create a question paper for grade 10 science of formative type on the chapter light. Now I will use the same prompt without my gem. So in the general open AI, I am going to use it, and just I will type the same thing. See the result now. It is without. Now creating load. So create a question paper for grade 10 science in the formative type on the chapter light. So this is the given question. This is what the prompt I have given. See what it is doing. It is creating something story or something. I will do one more new chat, and I will do this. Now see the difference I have seen. The grade 10 science light formative assessment. The chapter name is given. Now maximum hours, I am not told it has taken 25 because we don't have the prompt predefined gem. So time given 45. So all parameters it has taken on its own. There is no blueprint. There is no answer key. Nothing is there. Okay. So if you are using the normal AI prompts, then it will go something like this. But if you are designing your own gems, like I designed question paper generator, you can generate any questions of any subjects just by giving the command, because the pre-formatted AI assistant is ready for you. So how many times you are creating the question paper? It could be yearly you will be creating 5 to 6 questions for your 5 to 6 exams. So you can just use this tool to repeat it and make use of your gem as an assistant. Okay. So I hope this is clear to you. How do we use the? So I just repeat it. You have to go to the gems, explore gems, and you can create whatever the new gem you want to create for you to assist. But when you are creating a new gem, so give the title and give the prompt which you want to repeatedly use it. So if you are okay with this understanding, I hope the today's session is fruitful for you to use this AI assistant tool for preparing the question papers in upcoming exams. Okay. So if we have any questions, we will take those questions right now. So hardly 5 minutes are left. We can I can stop sharing the screen and I will come back with the question answers. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, sir. You're teaching us all the tricks and secrets of making our life much easier. A teacher spends so much time to make a paper, but now it's so easy. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Any
Teachers,
questions any participant wants to add?
if
You can.
anyone has any questions or wants to give feedback about today's lecture, you can do so now. They are all writing in the chat, sir. They're
Okay.
thanking you in the chat.
Yes. Yes. Mini chart. Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. Fine. We will take the notebook and other two tools in the next session. They are also
Mm,
very helpful and handy tools for the teachers to make use of those things.
okay.
So maybe next week we'll take.
Yes, sir. And while participating with you, that's the best way to do it, I think, so that they get the hands on and can ask you questions at the same time. So we'll ask all of them to be ready with that so that next time they can do the lesson together with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we can
So,
conclude today's session.
yes, sir. Thank you so much for your time and for teaching us all these amazing things. Thank you so much, sir. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and see the end.